The Reserve Bank of India has finally decided to cut rates, and it's been a big, deep cut of 0.5%, a surprise cut coming there from the Reserve Bank of India. But the big question is, will your home loans get cheaper? That's what we're asking today on the special show. We've got Mr. Harshvardhan Roongta, CEO of apnapaisa.com, joining us to answer all those questions on home loans, and we will be getting in lots of callers. So remember, if you have a query, you've got that number flashing on your screen. You can just call us with your query on home loans. Mr. Roongta, we've been getting in a lot of queries from our viewers, but if I could just start by asking you, a lot of mixed response coming in from banks with regard to whether or not they're going to pass on that rate cut to consumers or not. While you have ICICI and SBI yesterday saying that yes, we will look at it, today SBI has issued a statement which in a way suggests that they're still considering it and it will depend on a number of factors. What's the message for consumers? Will home loans get cheaper?
So, as far as home loans getting cheaper because the repo rate has been cut, I think that one needs to keep the champagne bottle corked as of now very clearly, because I think till the deposit rates come down, I really can't see the overall rates coming down big time. So I think what we are going to probably see is that banks are over the next 3, 4, 5 weeks, the banks are going to try and reduce deposit rates.
So when you say deposit, right, when you say deposit rates, essentially what you're trying to say here is that supposing we have a fixed deposit with a bank and you're earning say 9% right now, that fixed deposit rate, interest rate is also going to be reduced by banks. So in a way, those who believe in keeping money in fixed deposits, perhaps rates are at the peak right now, and those rates are going to go down, and they will go down sooner than we're going to see the home loan rates really go down.
Oh, absolutely. So if you are in the market, if you are an investor who puts money in fixed deposits, I think right now is the good time before the banks start reducing the fixed deposit rates. You can you should lock in your money at least for 2 or 3 years. You're probably getting the best fixed deposit rates today for 2 or 3 years, and I think you should lock it in today. If you're a firm believer in fixed deposits, so overall, I am not commenting about fixed deposits versus other investment options. If you have already decided to put money in fixed deposits, now is the time to do it. Absolutely. All
right, Mr. Roongta, we've got our first caller on air, Ratindra Basu, joining us on the phone line. Go ahead and ask your question.
Yeah, thank you, both of you. My question is vis-a-vis home loans. I have a home loan for which I pay EMIs. Now, this rate drop, how does it affect me? I mean, what's the exact implication of this for me?
All right, Mr. Roongta, will the EMIs really go down? That's perhaps the question that's being asked. What's the implication of that rate cut or for someone who has a home loan and is paying an EMI?
So, Ratinder, if you're still there, when did you take this loan? Is it on floating rate? What is the current interest rate that you are paying?
I've taken this loan about 1.5 years back. It is on a floating rate. The exact current interest rate, I'm not really aware right now.
All right. Would you have an approximate idea about 8 to 9 or 10%? What is the kind of rate that you're paying, and would you like it to go down?
Yeah, it would be about 9%, I would imagine.
Close to 9% is the interest rate that you're paying. And what's the tenure? Would it be a 15-year loan or a 20-year loan?
It's a 20-year loan.
All right. Mr. Roongta.
Just one more question, Mr. Basu. Did you take a dual rate loan where rates remain fixed for a couple of years and then went floating, or was it a completely floating rate loan? Which bank did you take it from?
I took it from ICICI.
And was it a dual rate loan?
No, it wasn't.
Okay, so then obviously I think, see, this is the, so Mr. Basu, I'm sorry to state, I mean, you've taken a loan, you're not even aware of the interest rate that you are paying. If you've taken it 1.5 years ago, your interest rate won't be, and if it is floating, you had not chosen the dual rate option, then your floating rate today will not be less than 11 to 11.5. and if that is the rate, you're paying way too much, irrespective of whether rates are coming down or not. One good thing, so apart from the cut in base rates, cut in repo rates, which may or may not lead to a cut in base rates, one thing that the Reserve Bank has done in the credit policy is that it has removed the prepayment charges. In any case, ICICI voluntarily had removed the prepayment charges even earlier. So the first thing that you should do is first go talk to your bank. You will find that they are willing to reduce the rate for you to about 10.5 or 10.75, which is the rate that they are offering to new customers. If they are not willing to do so and you have a good track record, shift to another lender. They would be happy to do it for you. So that is the formula, irrespective of whether the repo cut, rate cut results in a decrease in base rate or not, for you to save on your monthly EMI. So please exercise at least that option. As far as the base rate is concerned, as I said, I think it will take time before we see base rates soften, and therefore the impact of the repo rate cut probably will be felt in some time. But as far as you are concerned, you could definitely benefit immediately.
Do you have the NDTV Profit app? All the markets, all the news and your own homemade, ready-made portfolio available there for you.
We will right now answer what you should sell, what you should buy when markets are down.
Download at ndtvprofit.com/apps. Get the best app from the channel you trust.